Geoff Thompson, former 5 times world karate champion, potential bad boy made good, founder and executive chair of the Youth Charter, a UN accredited NGO that uses sport, culture and the arts to engage young people, equip them for life and empower them into becoming the best that they can be. My greatest sporting moment, 1974, Rumble in the Jungle, Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. Young teenager, just started karate, East End of London, sat in a one-room Hackney flat with my mother, my brother and my sister, and that was the performance, the fight, the significance of what was surely an unrepeated a global moment in history, where someone backed up what they could say out of the ring, in the ring, and in Muhammad Ali, someone that I looked up to as a role model, having lost my father at a young age, having someone that looked like me, being articulate, being a great athlete, a great boxer, and a great champion, was significant. And equally being on the African continent, it was that evening I decided that my wishes to achieve a karate black belt was my wish to become a world champion. But last year, coincidentally, it was the 40th anniversary of Rumble in the Jungle, and I now, as part of realising some of my dreams, have been able to work with the Muhammad Ali Centre for Peace in Louisville, Kentucky. Have been there on 3 occasions, and we're now working on the Muhammad Ali legacy that will use the Ali spirituality and his values that I think he's so much represented as a global icon in helping to build bridges between faiths of belief, background, identity, and I think find a common purpose to what sport can do. So it was a significant moment. I have to mention the Arthur Ashe 1977 Wimbledon win, another great extraordinary human being and humanitarian, an activist who greatly inspired the work of the Youth Charter, but more importantly inspired me. I went and got my Arthur Ashe Adidas tennis shoes and the Arthur Ashe head racket, which I've still got, and I tell those stories to my sons and them equally being inspired. And I think that word inspiration always is a generation to generation, I think currency that should be used, and I think motivated. We do look so much on programs and projects and outputs and outcomes, but inspiration is priceless. And I think, for me, Rumble in the Jungle is an event in all its significance, and as a single performance where I learnt the mental strength that's required. Arthur Ashe was 2 sets down in that final with Jimmy Connors, and it was the first time I saw mental rehearsal and him turn around a 2-set deficit into a historic win, to which he then coincidentally went onto the streets of Brixton after the 80s riots, and in my view inspired this movement of sport for development, in that he was to develop the Arthur Ashe Inner City tennis program, the first global sporting icon to come on the streets of a challenged community and provide hope, which he did also in South Africa at the time of apartheid. So I've been inspired by a number of people, but those would be my 2 standouts.